It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Christian Kirk. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Jaguars and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Here we go.
Jimmy going to look to throw it on the first play. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jags, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Take it in at the 22. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Last year we got the Trevor Lawrence. So many tabbed to be the savior of the Jaguars. He broke 4,000 yards for the first time and threw 25 touchdown passes and guided his team to the playoffs. This young man, he's been good since the first time he picked up a ball in Youth League. They expect nothing less from him again this season.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Christian Kirk. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. For Kirk, there's a peek at the numbers in last week's game. 6 catches, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit, because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Here we go.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first 10.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You look at the Steeler defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And he is caught. have a Jags first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 4, he doubled that. He wound up getting 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence to throw. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Pickens. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Garoppolo. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Play action. Garoppolo. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a quick throw to Freiermuth. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Warren. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. A touchdown. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come and have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to walk one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Looking in zone for Jones. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come to 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th to try and go deep again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On first down, Garoppolo. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. A handoff for Warren. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings him third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run with Etienne. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down by a couple of yards, it would appear, as they're able to convert on 4th and 5. A give running right, Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. They go play action with Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down with Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On the give, it's Warren. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They'll get this complete to Austin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He finds his man. Complete. It's Warren. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Garoppolo. A short one there to Freiermuth. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. On play action, now Garoppolo. It's complete to Robinson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Man open is Robinson. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Warren will try the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now Etienne to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. ETN up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Draw play, ETN. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll throw here. Beathard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Beathard's throw here into the hands of Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Beathard. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Here's Beathard to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Beathard. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The decision made for him. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for Pittsburgh, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.